Today, boys and girls, we're going on a little field trip.
If I just say the words, is that enough to make them true? If I just say the words, well, you know that I love
Hey FlossTube,
you.
it's Donna Ray. We're on a little field trip today. We are in Dying to Stitch, my LNS, with the lovely Ann Robbins and Pat Ryan of R&R Reproductions Linen. Yes, I am in the promised land. I wanted to talk to you today about our recent retreat here. Dying to Stitch welcomed Tanya Brockmeyer of the Scarlett house to come and do a retreat with us. And it was glorious. We started Thursday night with stitch-in at the hotel. Those of us who were local here could go and enjoy stitching from 5 until 10, Thursday night, Friday night, and Saturday night. So we enjoyed that. Friday was open house here at Dying to Stitch. We could come in, enjoy refreshments, meet lots of friends, both new and treasured, and spend some time with Tanya, which was a delight. Tanya was here all day chatting with us, telling us about her designs. It was just such a fun time. What happened on Friday when we came, we were each given a bag, okay? And inside the bag was a letter telling us what the retreat was all about, when to go where, and what fun we would have. Our name tag, so here's mine. It had a little space for your Instagram name as well as your FlossTube name, because we had a few FlossTubers here. So your name tag. And then inside your bag was a special treat. On Friday, we get a small exclusive design from the featured designer. And this time, it was Berry Bird. And it's just this beautiful little bird. And Tanya had done it on a pedestal, a black pedestal. Glorious, just so pretty. I talked with some friends who thought it would be a really nice compliment to Anna Grader from the Scarlett house. So here it is, the berry bird, and you'll see those beautiful strawberries. Then we got all of the threads. This thread keep is by Kelly of the Joan and Kelly Show. Isn't it gorgeous? So she put all of our information on here and then made a thread keep for us. And here's my start on Berry Bird. I know, he has no beak yet. He'll be okay. He still needs his beak and some berries and the rest of his eye, but he's okay. I want you to notice I have some new clothespins on my projects. Do you see those? These are new here at Dying to Stitch. They are so adorable. So Anne told me about these. They come in this little bag, and it's for good measure, and you can get them in red or teal, and it's just this darling little bag filled with these clothespins of all different colors, and they've got letters of the alphabet on them. So here's a G, and here's a W, and so anyway, lovely new pins that I have. If you like these, just call Anne at Dying to Stitch and she can send you a bag. They are precious. I think they're $10. But anyway, there we go. So that was Friday, and then of course Friday night I went stitching again. Went to dinner with friends first and then stitching. Saturday I was in the afternoon class, so the first thing that I did was arrive at luncheon, and at my place at the luncheon was again from Kelly of the Joan and Kelly Show. Look at this. It says Dying to Stitch, and it's a little house but it's an ort box. Isn't it precious? And here's the really cool thing. The window is clear, so as you fill it up with orts, you can see your orts inside. This is adorable. Thank you, Kelly. So that was at our place. Ann and Pat are so good about taking such good care of us. We also had at our place this beautiful accessory bag from Joan of Made by Mama Joan. And it's got strawberries to match our project. Inside there are darling little scissors with a scissor case. And look inside there. It's this adorable little red and white polka dot. So sweet, right? Oh my goodness. So then we enjoyed a delicious lunch. During our lunch, we had a lecture from Terry and Sherry of Total Framing here in Virginia. If you ever need a framer, ship to them. Sherry is a stitcher. She is an expert stitcher. She does projects that astound me. Huge, beautiful, tiny, perfect stitches projects. Just amazing. But Terry and Sherry do a beautiful job of framing. And so their lecture, and I mean, these are our notes, it was a lecture with all kinds of tidbits from their framing experience, tips on framing things ourselves, ideas of what to do to our stitching before we take it to the framer, things that we can ask the framer for that we may not have realized. And Terry and Sherry are quite generous. They brought each of us a small frame. Isn't that cute? I'm gonna put a little small in here, girls. A little tape measure. Some of those little bumpers that you put on the back of your framed pieces. And they told us why these bumpers are really important. If you're on an outside wall or a fireplace wall and you've got something hanging, moisture that you can't even detect can build up back there. So it's a really good idea to put these bumpers on the back to keep your framed pieces away from the wall. Airflow, who'd have thunk it? They gave us little pieces of mat options, so everybody got a different one. This one's beautiful. And these lovely mounting shapes so that we could do little flat designs and ornaments. Girls, you were so generous. Thank you so much. So after lunch, we went into our class. The afternoon folks went into our class with Tanya. The model of our project was stunning. It's this incredibly beautiful stitcher's mat. And she had it rolled up. Here it is. And it's called In the Berry Beginning. And again, it's got the strawberries, Adam and Eve, and it's a mat that's got a little pocket for your scissors and your ruler, and it rolls up, and there's a pin cushion that you make that goes on the outside. It just slides right onto the ribbon that ties. This was stunning, so beautiful. I was so taken with it. And so we got in our little, we got everything we need, right? We got the fabric, the backing fabric, all of the threads, the wool to make the tiny little strawberry that goes on the outside. We got everything that we needed, okay? So pattern envelope, but also at our place, Tanya was amazing. We had these little berry baskets, right? And inside, Tanya painted us each a ruler with a little berry on it. And we have all of our little finishing materials, button and beads, ribbon, rickrack, counting pins, and a strawberry waxer. What a treat. Then we got to spend time with Tanya as she told us about the design, her inspiration for the design, how we might like to start stitching it, and then she went table to table with the examples to show us up close what the design entailed. She told us a little story about a verse that she was thinking of as she was walking one day. She offered to send personalized initials to the retreat attendees so that they could make their pincushion exactly how they wanted it. She did include all of the initials, but she also offered to put them together for people so that they didn't have to hurt their brains so much to think about it. So, I have a hard time stitching at retreats. Do you? Those of you that have been to retreat, I find it, I'm talking the whole time, number one, and I have a really hard time getting stitching done. There were ladies there that were just stitching away on their project, and I thought, I am going to mess it up terribly if I try to do that. But I wanted to get a few stitches in that day. So, again with my new pins, my new clothespins, here's my woefully small start on In the Very Beginning. But that's okay. It was what I could do that day. I'd love to know if you get, if you find it too chaotic at retreat and gatherings to stitch with others, or is that just a problem that I have? Who knows? We had a glorious time with Tanya. It was quite a treat to have her there. And Tanya, I thank you so much for coming and sharing your incredible talent with us. Saturday evening we had stitching again, and we were so blessed. My friend Donna Wynn, who is Yogi Knit Girl on Instagram, shared her love of Zentangle with us. And here in, yes, I bought another Mama Joan bag. Here in this bag is all of our Zentangle supplies. She brought with her little kits for everyone that included the tile that we'd be doing the Zentangle on, and the pencil and the pen and the I can't say it, the little thing that shades. You know what it is. And she gave each of us a charm. And this is pieces of her work that she'd watercolored, and she made each of us a charm. And so we got to sit down and practice some Zentangle, which really is, it's not doodling. It really is a practice. It's very meditative, it's very soothing, it helps you to clear away all the junk in your mind and to just let go and create. So here it is, for better or for worse. This is the tile that I created on Saturday evening with Donna and my friends. I try to do one of these every day. It's such a great practice. I'll do my tile, clear away all the junk in my head, do my Bible study, eat my breakfast, visit with the bees, putter in the garden. And that's kind of the extent of my day. And then I end up at Dying to Stitch. So it was a wonderful, wonderful weekend. If you ever get the opportunity to come to, well, really any retreat, take that opportunity. It's glorious to meet with the designers. It's wonderful to gather with your stitching tribe and share the love of needlework. The Dying to Stitch retreats are amazing. Ann and Pat take such good care of us and offer us so many beautiful gifts. And the store is right here. And so we get to shop and go and learn and shop and go have dinner, and the next morning we shop. Just so much fun. I did want to say the other thing about this retreat. Because Joan was there with her Made by Mama Joan bags, I couldn't resist. So I showed you this one that I got. Look at with the bees. I mean, really. And this one had right here at the top, in this little strip, Her Royal Highness Queen Bee. I couldn't resist. Then I got another bee bag. This is the Donna Ray style. And this one is again bees, but it's got like a sunflower lining, and it's just so cute. I got this strawberry bag because the retreat was all about strawberries, and this was just perfect. This one I got, I don't think my daughter watches me, but she's a knitter and she does other crafts. My daughter had a Star Wars wedding. Yeah. Little Luke was the ring bearer. Little Leia was the flower girl. Their cake topper said, "I love you." I know. So I couldn't resist, right? Star Wars bag. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Is that crazy? I love this bag, Joan. And then, I've never had a really big one. But look at this one. I mean, that is one big Mama Joan bag. Look at there. Oh my gosh. What a great weekend. I also had the opportunity to meet in person some FlossTube friends. Andy of Nana's Needles and Glenn of Southern Stitcher. Oh my gosh, so much fun. Mama Joan, which was wonderful to see her again. Lots of wonderful friends, FlossTubers, Instagrammers, Facebookers, and true heart friends, all gathered together, honoring the craft and honoring the needlemen and needlewomen who came before us. Go on a retreat. Treat yourself to this joy.
If I just say the words, is that enough to make them true? If I just say the words, will you know that I love you? I try to open up my heart so that you can see the truth. If I just say the words, will you know that I love you? Yes, I do, I love you. You're one word short of laughter, another shy of pain. One day it's all sunshine, and the next day it's all rain. I try to prove how much I love you. Sometimes there's nothing I can do. So when I say the words, please know that I love you. Yes, I do, I love you. I look at you, you're sleeping. You said your prayers and hugged me tight. You're lying there just a dreaming and taking train rides that last all night. I cannot prove how much I love you. I know there's nothing I can do. My heart will be with yours forever. Always know that I love you. Don't you know I love you? Oh yes I do now. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. Don't you know I love you? Oh yes I do.